We are Team Donuts, and this is our application Empay. As you can see, we are on the login page right now. We click on login, and it'll bring us to the Okta sign-in, single sign-in card. We put in our credentials. Once signed in, it'll bring us to our home page. Our home page gives the user the details on what they can do, what the page is going to do for them. Up here in the nav bar, you can see that you have the Empay home button if you need to go back home, redirect back home once you're in a different page. If you need to go to view your profile, we fetch your profile based on the ID token claims through the implicit flow based on Okta's Open ID Connect and what it provides. In the second nav bar option, we have employees. If we click on employees, we'll see that there are two tabs on the page, both of which one of employees pulls data from the employees database and salaries pulls the data from the salaries database, both of which are being serviced on AWS RDS. If we see AWS, we will see that it automatically updates with the first 10 results from the employees database. Why it's so slow is that right now it's being hosted on EC2 instance. The EC2 instance only has one CPU and 1 gig of RAM, so that's probably the reasons for that. But if we look through the pagination, it's incredibly quick. We can go through next. We can go through the last one up to the 80,000th result. So we'll have a pagination. Also, we will have the pagination for every 10 results. That's what we put it on, and that worked for us. We could add more, but we thought this was most efficient for the page, or it would be best for the page for the user. We can also search by employee ID. So once we start typing in, it'll automatically update relative to that ID. We can also search by birth date. It'll also automatically update that relative to that birthday. If we want to search the salaries database, we can search by employee ID. So if we hit, let's say we search for 16K, what shows up will be the user IDs and their information, and the the employee's database, the employee salary from the database. So it'll be the employee's ID and then the salary of that employee, or salaries. Here we can add salary and delete salary. Salary, we have the placeholders here to tell the user what they can or cannot add. For the add salary, we have, let's just add 60,000 as a salary. We add that salary, and it immediately updates and adds that salary to the database. If we want to delete that salary, we just, as the placeholder says, take the date of that salary and delete it, and it works, as you can see. Up here we also have the Jenkins tab, the GitHub and G Suite. Jenkins is integrated with SSO based on Okta SSO. It uses SAML instead of OpenID Connect, so does GitHub. G Suite also uses SAML-based SSO. The application itself is based on OpenID Connect. If we look at GitHub, Jenkins, G Suite, we can follow the G Suite here. If we open the Gmail, it'll redirect us to the Gmail login. Already logged in here. See this? And then you have G Suite Google Drive. As you can see, we are logged in as well to this, our Google Drive there. And it'll redirect us for Google Calendar as well. And we will be logged into the Google Calendar as a part of the G Suite. If you look at GitHub, you will also be logged in there. We based it off of GitHub Enterprise. We integrated that, and now we are signed in using the SAML-based SSO. We also have Jenkins running. Jenkins also gets us logged in. As you can see, we have also already a webhook here, test. If we go into this webhook test and we go to the project on which this webhook is established, we can update the README to test the webhook. We run the test and see if it's updated on Jenkins. We refresh the page, and there you have it. You have number 5 there, pending the request here. Console output, you see here is the webhook test and all the changes that were made. It was a commit message, update README, and this is success. And that is our application thus far. All we have to do now is log out, and we are back to our login page. Thank you.